Good morning. I really, truly hope everyone's doing really good. I notice it's the season to be either A, exuberantly happy and thrilled and into the spirit. You know, the spirit of giving and goodwill to all mankind and all that lovely things. Or, it's gonna rain. Ah, well. Good thing I'm not made of sugar or salt. Anyways. Or it's a season of being, well, sad, heartbreak, lost in one's memory of the good old days, Christmases of the days of yore, and shoulda, woulda, couldas. I know it's hard, but there is also a little something I'd like to talk about. It's come to my attention that there are people that say that they're depressed, that say that they're suicidal, and they say that they are this, that, and the other. And they mainly say these things to get attention. Now, I'm not saying everyone that says this and that exhibits the symptoms are faking it. I'm not saying that at all. No. I'm saying that there comes a time where in your heart, you know, if you know someone's suffering and you can't tell if it is just what I said or if it's really genuine, you know in your heart, and the other best way to tell is visit them at their home. Now, if they're truly depressed, they would be canceling you coming over repeatedly. They come up with excuses or, you know, and you got to be flat out, be like, hey, are you canceling because you're depressed? Is there something going on? Because that's when you need someone around. We don't have to talk. You don't have to entertain me. The one thing that a lot of depressed people fear, truly, is they fear that they're not going to be good company, and they fear that they feel like that they have expectations as a host or as someone that's in someone's company. They feel like that they should be entertaining and all that. Well, that's not always the case with truly depressed people. Most of the times, that's why that is the reason why they cancel plans, because they don't want to bring people's vibe down. We don't feel like we're worth your pain and anguish. We don't think we deserve it. The hell? So, we also don't have the energy to maintain our home, maintain us, more or less maintaining social situations. That's why, and I had a friend once upon a time until she really screwed the pooch on it. I had a friend that used to just show up, even though I would cancel. You know, like, oh, let me come over, let's go out, let's do something. Because she knew I was depressed. She knew I had problems. She just showed up, and she would pick out clothes for me to wear. Like, hey, this is cute. I'm like, I want something loose. I don't feel like... One time my depression was so bad. That was when I lost a lot of people and I was in mourning. And it was one summer where I lost 3 people in my life. I'll never forget that. She came over. She got me in the shower. She cornered me in the bathroom and said, "You don't have anything I've never seen before and that I don't have. Now go get your butt in the shower." I just had no energy. So the thing is, there are people that use the blanket of depression to make it about themselves, to get attention, and that is a form of narcissism. It's a form of manipulation. Like, pity me, pity me, pity me. Give me attention. Because they feel like they have to compete for it. So they try to be the worst case scenario. I'll never forget that, I was super excited. I was already dealing with depression. And I was heading down the deep end of it. And my husband and our mutual friends and her sister, and I think it was one other person, showed up to dinner at Applebee's, and their friend, and I picked it up from the get-go, because when I try to first, make friends, I was snubbed and ignored. Like, I wasn't worth his few seconds of inhaling and exhaling a word, hello, or hi. But when he was around this one woman, he would be like, "Love me. Give me attention." Like, he flat out was just, it's like he reduced himself from a 20-something-year-old to a 2 or 3-year-old. And I'm just like, I thought, honestly, he was special needs with the way he acted. But I didn't want to pass judgment. I'd reserve that for later until after the whole, outing was done. I was excited to be around people my age, and I was trying really hard to enjoy myself. And this dude just kept making it about him and his emotional stuff. And he's like, "I'm suicidal." Honestly, from experience, if someone is suicidal, they wouldn't be telling you that. "Oh, but what about what you said many, many months ago about how suicidal people depressed stand up and ask for help?" He wasn't asking for help. He was asking for pity and attention. And I told him, I said, "You can overcome this." Yeah, I was trying to be supportive and nice. And then he's like, "You show me who's more depressed than me." It's not a competition, buddy. Depression is not something you want to get into a competition with. It's people like him, that other people that don't know any better, don't know if someone is genuine or not. And then by the time you figure it out, it could be either A, too late, or B, they still go along with this charade. And it's like, you're the reason why psychologists don't take anyone serious. Because they've heard that song and dance many times before from you, I bet. Go get help. I don't want to. Then you don't have a problem. You're not suffering like you think you are. I'm sorry, I've been there, done that, got the bill for it too. And the mental and emotional scars. But he flat out looked at me and said, "You show me someone who's just as depressed as me, if not worse." I went, "Yeah, me." And I got so bad I committed myself at age 17. Because I scared myself. If you truly look at faith, look in the face of death, many times, there is a point in depression where people do take their life. But there's also that point where you move past the urge to wanting to do that. And you realize that you are so depressed that you're not worth someone's tears. And that you deserve to live and suffer. That is past the point of suicide. I've been there. When I got to the point of thinking of suicide and attempting, I asked for help. Have I attempted? Yes, I did. 4 times to be exact. Many years ago. And I went past that point when I'm such a big failure because, I didn't do it right. No, the thing is, I hesitated. Something inside me hesitated. My psychologist called that, back in the day, your self-preservation. Whatever it's called. It kept me from doing it. And I'm glad. What is this in my pocket? Oh, I know what it is in my pocket. Alright, I get it. But this joker, he's laughing, he's yucking it up, You need to be mindful of the fakers. Because your time and energy... Now, if you're suffering and you have this kind of person in your life, they won't help you when it comes to depression. Oh, they'll probably, do these small tokens of favors, but I've had people like that in my life many times. And guess where they are? Not here. Not in my life. Because when I started calling them out, and I said, I know what it's like. This is what I've gone through. And they're like, well, I got so depressed, I blah, blah, blah. Or, I went to the hospital, blah, blah, blah. Okay. There's a lot of people that have gone to the hospital that had nothing wrong with them. Just saying. But Heather, how do you find out that they're really, truly going through it? You just know. Now, granted, there are some people that act really good. They make themselves depressed. They'll listen to certain songs. They'll listen to certain videos or watch certain videos, or they'll read about it. Yeah, I was friends with someone that wanted to be depressed because they wanted to be angst. Yeah, teenagerhood was a very awkward time. I got something in my eye. But there's a lot of folks that do truly suffer. Sometimes you never know. Sometimes it's pretty obvious. You just gotta be empathetic and read them. So, don't let someone leech off you. If you're busy and you got stuff to do with your life, if they truly want to be in your life, they'll be there when you're done doing what you gotta do. And they'll also have your back. And they won't say anything nasty, mean, or negative to you unless they call you out on your crap. Thing is, you have to be the one to decide for yourself what you're willing to put up with. You can decide all you want to whether or not someone is genuine in their purpose in your life. Don't get used. People are not meant to be used. We're meant to be loved. I hope this message helps someone today. And I wish we all have a really good day today.